Stop wasting your money when renovating your new Airbnb property. Here are 3 renovations that you should avoid at all costs. They have low ROI, they're time consuming, and your guests simply won't care that you've done this to your property. And this is coming from a real life general contractor that set up over 500 properties all across the country in the last 5 years. I know it's kind of weird to have someone who is in the construction industry telling you not to spend money on these renovations on your property, but we've just seen that there's no ROI on these things. And so stick with me here, and I'm going to go through the 3 things you should avoid at all costs. Number 1 is kitchen and bathroom remodels. I know it's counterintuitive, and it actually goes against everything most of us have been told when it comes to renovating real estate and making sure that you get your money back when you go to sell. The short-term rental guest is a little bit different than the guest that might be purchasing your flip or your primary residence for them to live in. They don't necessarily care about how nice the bathrooms and the kitchens are. They're looking at guest count, amenities, location, some other things as a priority. And so make sure you're prioritizing your money in those categories and not spending tens of thousands of dollars on bathroom and kitchen remodels, because those bathrooms and kitchens can be very expensive and you can go down a rabbit hole when remodeling them. Obviously, you don't want your bathroom and your kitchen to be disgusting and out of date and gross and be a turnoff, but it's not necessarily going to be a great selling point for most of your guests. So keep it simple, keep it clean. Consider a refresh on those rooms with some paint on the cabinets, some new hardware, maybe backsplash, and call it a day. If it's clean and it's simple, you should be fine. I would not recommend redoing showers and spending $10,000 on a brand new tile shower if the shower could simply use a clean and a new shower curtain and call it a day. Your money's better spent adding an amenity like a hot tub in your backyard with that $10,000 versus dumping it into your shower. And so that's tip number 1, avoid costly kitchen and bathroom remodels. Renovation number 2 that you should avoid when setting up a new short-term rental is actually looking at your own personal bias. And so just because you like certain things in a property, or you might like something to look a certain way, or spending money in a certain area of the home, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to translate into ROI and additional revenue. So you've got to really take a deep look at what you like versus what the market is asking for and differentiate the two. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, oh, I don't like that farmhouse sink, or I don't like that marble tile in the bathroom, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. Guess what? It doesn't matter what you like or don't like if you're setting this up as an investment property with the goal of making money. And so put your personal bias aside and follow the data and do the things that your guests will care about and your guests will pay more for. An example of my own personal bias would be bar height bars, countertops in kitchens. I'm not a big fan of it. I like the flat, even countertop height bars that extend past the cabinets. And I don't like being elevated from the kitchen's point of view away from the countertops at that bar height bar. I just like a countertop height, but that doesn't mean that if I was remodeling a home, I should rip out that bar height counter, replace the countertops, cut the cabinets, invest all the money in doing that update, because that's a personal bias of mine. And I don't believe that guests would really care or be willing to pay more if you had a countertop height bar versus a bar height bar. And so that's just a real world example. Do your best to follow the data, listen to the experts, figure out what your guests want, and don't think about what you want. Sure, if this is going to be a second home for you and you don't care about making money and you just want to pour money into it, do whatever the hell you want. But if that's not the case and you're looking to make money on this property, then follow these rules and avoid those renovations. Number 3 would be very high-end luxury finishes. And so what I'm talking is marble tile, or very nice high-end countertops, or ultra luxury soft close cabinet doors, or even heated flooring, things like that. Your guests aren't necessarily gonna pay more for, and quite frankly, they probably won't even know or appreciate that you have those things in their home. Remember, they're just in and out for a couple of days, coming on vacation. Yeah, are they gonna enjoy a nice sauna or a hot tub or a pool or a game room? Sure, but are they gonna care that the floors in the bathroom are marble or ceramic tile? Of course not. And they're not gonna pay more for those high-end luxury finishes, so avoid those at all cost. You can go with nice builder grade material that fits your design and goes well with your home and still do really well. You don't have to go high-end luxury on your finishes. I would avoid that at all costs. So stay away from costly kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, your own personal bias. It's not about what you want, it's about what your guests want. And then high-end luxury finishes that guests won't pay more for and that will cost you an arm and a leg. And so I hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're always putting out new content. We want to share to the world and to our viewers what we're learning on these projects and what's working and what's not working in the short-term rental industry. If you've got any questions, hit me up. My email's attached in the video notes. And until I see you guys next time, thanks for joining the STR Cribs YouTube channel.